channel. My name is Jane. I love creating content around lifestyle. Anything that affects our day-to-day life, you will find it here. If you're new, karibu sana. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're coming for the second, third, fourth time, I really do appreciate the support. Please remember to share with your friends, share with your family, share with anyone who can benefit from this channel, and I will really appreciate it. So today I want us to talk about something that I know affects most of us, if not all of us, and this is really just the commute to work, or factors to consider between the commute to work and how it affects our day-to-day lives. And this is something that I know personally has affected me, and if it has affected you, then we are all just trying to find a solution. Just know it's affecting everyone, and it's good that we talk about such things, because then we can help each other find great solutions. So I'm going to first of all talk about the things that really affect us when you think about the commute to work, from the place where you live all the way to the place where you work, how this affects your time, how this affects your finances, how this affects your day-to-day life, and then we see the solutions that we can try to practically apply that can help reduce that strain by half, if not 100%. So the first thing, of course, is time. Time is such a limited factor. We only have 24 hours in a day. We only have 24 hours, and we only have 24 hours, right? Yes, and we need to make the most of this time. And you realize that if where you stay, between where you stay and where you work, there's a long commute, there's a lot of time that goes into waste, especially in Nairobi. There's so much traffic on our roads. You would find yourself spending 4 to 6 hours in traffic. That means that could be time you could use to do other things. That could be time you could invest in your family. That could be time you could really do a lot. And so time is really a huge factor, and I think that is one of the things that really affects us the most. If where you live is far from where you work, then definitely I'm sure you have experienced this kind of strain. Of course, the number two thing that gets affected is the impact on our finances. You will find yourself using so much money on transport because of the distance in between. If you're fueling your car, you're spending so much money fueling the car. There's a lot of mileage that covers, which means your service comes faster. So all these things come into play, which means that there's a huge impact on your finances. The other thing, of course, is just the fatigue, the normal fatigue that you get. Of course, with everyday work, with everyday lifestyle, there's just the normal fatigue. But if the distance between the commute between your place of work and your place of where you stay is long, it definitely has a physical strain, it has a mental strain, it has an emotional strain, which means it really affects your body. It affects how you perform at work. It affects how you behave when you get home. You're tired. The only time or the only energy you have left is to get home, take a shower, have your meals, and go to sleep, which is really not a sustainable lifestyle. So all these things are happening to all of us, and maybe you're seated there and you're asking, Jane, so what's the solution? Because at the end of the day, we have to work, we have to look at what we can afford from the places where we live. And so how do we find solutions to this? So for me, I think it would be really important if we are able to find a manageable balance between work and life, because life is happening, work is happening. Both of these things are important, but if one is taking more strain from you than the other, then it means you're really finding yourself in a place where you're disgruntled or you're dissatisfied. So I think for me, number one would be consider moving to a place that is closer to your workplace. Of course, this depends on how long you plan to work there, or the contract you have signed, which of course I know can change, because we lose jobs, you get jobs every single day, so we can't really peg on that. But if you're able to move closer to your workplace, then this is definitely something you want to consider. It is going to save on your time to get to work and to go home after work. It is going to save on your finances, which means that you're able to open up your money to do other things in life other than just transport and rent. And of course, it really just helps, because now it means everything that you do in your everyday life is more close, is more in sync, and you're able to get more time into your hands to do other things. The other thing, of course, in the present context, and of course with COVID, we realize that you can actually work from home. You can also consider negotiating for terms where you get like a work from home setup, if it is possible, because I know it also depends on the job that you're doing. That way you're able to have some time where you can work from home, which saves you more time on traffic, saves you the stress, the physical, mental, and emotional stress you go through going to work and coming back home. You have more time in your hands to be able to meet the targets that have been set for you. So if it is possible, you can really consider just negotiating for such terms. The other thing, which would be the last one for this video, is really just consider going into self-employment. This one, of course, you have to have really thought it through. It doesn't mean that self-employment will be easier. It just provides a bit more flexibility in terms of deciding your timelines and how they affect your other day-to-day activities. But of course, this one, I'm saying it with so much caution. You have to be 100% prepared for the change, because the change is going to be visible, the change is going to affect you 100%. So it has to be something you have really thought through and really planned through before deciding to get into self-employment. But it is something, of course, an option to consider, because it allows you the flexibility of choosing what how your commute will be, or how your work, how you're able to get your work and life balance. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. I think commute is one of the main headaches in Nairobi. If you have other solutions, I would really love to hear from you. Please do not forget to comment down there. Let's help each other. Let's open our minds and let's learn from each other. It would be really awesome to hear what has worked for you, what is not working for you, and how we can help each other in this commute to work stress. Thank you all so much for clicking on this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you think it was beneficial. Please also share with your family, your friends, your colleague, anyone that you believe would benefit from it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all next time. Bye.